Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to show you guys how I do my eyebrows because I do them a little bit differently than I did in my last eyebrow video. So I thought it would be fun and maybe interesting to film an updated eyebrow routine video. So yeah, if you want to see how I got these eyebrows right here, then please keep watching. Okay, so first things first is I'm going to take my soap. This is the Shea Moisture Coconut and Cactus Water Quench and Refresh Bar Soap with Blue Agave for dehydrated skin. I'm using this one because it's kind of a clear soap. I know it's green, but it works. And it also smells amazing. Okay, so anyway, so I'm going to take my soap, which is partially unwrapped. And then I'm also going to take my setting spray. I usually use my all-nighter setting spray, but really any setting spray will work. You just want to get your soap nice and damp. This is the Pixie Makeup Fixing Mist with rose water and green tea makeup setting mist. So I like this one. But I'm just going to take my setting spray and I'm going to spray it right onto the soap. Ew, this little sprayer is not... The sprayer isn't working very well, but I'm just going to spray my soap. Just get it a little wet. And then I'm going to be taking my eyebrow brush. It has an angled brush on one side and a spoolie on the other. This one is from Benefit Cosmetics. It's one of my favorite eyebrow brushes. I'm going to take the spoolie side and I'm just going to start rubbing it around on my soap bar, just kind of creating like a nice little paste. We'll call it a paste. And you probably want to do this with a spoolie that you don't really care about because you're going to have like soap scum. Soap scum? I don't know what else to call it. But you're going to have soap in your spoolie. So if you don't mind, then yeah. Use a spoolie that you don't care about. And then after I get some of that like little paste onto my spoolie, I'm just going to go ahead and comb it through my brow hair. And I'm brushing my brow hair upwards. Kind of like up and, not like straight up and down, but like kind of like up and out this way. That's just because that's the way I like my brow hairs to go, yo. So just brushing my brow hair out and away. And this is just going to help your brows look like feathery, you know? I don't know, I just feel like it makes the hairs more hairy looking. Like, you can see the difference. This one has soap brush through it and this one doesn't. I don't know, I just kind of feel like it looks a little fuller, if that makes sense. So just lightly shaping my brows. Oh, also, if you don't want your eyebrows to move during the day, this is the technique for you because once this soap like dries down, my eyebrow hairs are not going anywhere. Anywhere, I tell you. You also want to be using a clear soap so that you don't get any like white residue on your eyebrows because sometimes like a white bar of soap can leave kind of like a whitish residue and you don't want that. You also want to use kind of a light hand because I got a little too much soap right here in this area. I don't know if you could tell. This is a little chunky, which is fine, but to avoid that you want to just use a lighter hand and maybe wipe some of the product or the soap off of the brush if you have a little bit too much. This is almost like literally like a paste. It's like glue for your eyebrows. I personally think this is better than any eyebrow gel that I've tried anyways, as far as like holding my eyebrows in place. Okay, so now that my eyebrow has the soap through it and I've brushed it in the direction that I want it to go, I'm gonna let it dry a little bit. As you can see, they're looking very feathery and fluffy. So now I'm gonna go in with my Urban Decay Brow Blade. I love this. This is the best eyebrow tool ever. Okay, so this is in the shade Dark Drapes, which is a really dark shade. But I feel like even though I'm pretty fair-skinned and my hair is bleach blonde, my natural hair is pretty dark and so are my eyebrows. So I use this one because I feel like it matches my eyebrow hair the best. Anyways, this brow blade has a waterproof pencil on one side. It's just like a twist up pencil. And then on the other side, it has almost like a little like paintbrush type marker. It's called an ink stain. And it's just like this really fine tip brush. And I like to use this to create like hair strokes. So it allows you to be super precise with like the placement of the product that's in here. And it's like, you hear that? It has one of those, I don't know, there's ink in it. So anyways, I like to go in and I focus this mainly in like the really sparse areas. So as you can see, there's like a little gap here, and then in the back here it gets more and more sparse. It's definitely, I have the most hair in the front here. So I like to focus hair-like strokes in those sparse areas. And I guess I can zoom you guys in so that you can see. Okay, so now you can see my eyebrow even better, and you can see like here there's some sparseness, definitely here in this area, and then of course out here in the tail. You can also see my microblading because I do have my eyebrows microbladed, but they have faded significantly and I do need a touch up, but I just haven't done that yet. But so anyways, I'm gonna take the little brush marker thing side of this brow blade pencil, and there's a hair, and I'm just gonna start making hair-like strokes in those sparse areas. So as you can see, I just filled in that little chunk right there. See that line that I just made? I'm literally like drawing little lines, like little hairs. You want to use a really, really light hand when doing this too. Oops, see, I just messed up and I put like a random one there, but that's okay because we're going to clean it up with concealer at the end. So just filling in those gappy areas with just like hair-like strokes. And I used to microblade eyebrows, okay, so I know nice hair patterns to do. So I kind of like to follow the natural, you know, shape, hair pattern of my eyebrow, like where my natural eyebrow hairs are growing and how, like in the direction that they're going. So I'm kind of just like creating my lines so they flow with the rest of my hair on my eyebrow, if that makes sense. You know, I'm not gonna do a hair that looks like it's growing in the opposite direction, right? I'm gonna make sure that everything looks fluid and nice, so you want to make sure that you do too when you're filling in your brows. And then I'm gonna bring the tail down a little bit. So yeah, I just filled in all those sparse areas with a few hair strokes using the ink stain portion of my brow blade. And then sometimes I'll also flick a couple here in the front. So that my brow looks nice and full. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and fill in the other side. And really you can get as creative as you want with your hair strokes. You know, you can make your brow look super fluffy, super hairy, or not. It's really up to you. My only advice with this little marker pen thing is that you use a super light hand, because if you press too hard, let me show you on my hand. You can get like a really thick, ugly line. So you want to just do like really, it's hard to do it this way, but like really, just like really light hair strokes, okay? Just don't press too hard with this brow blade. Okay, so I filled in all those sparse areas, and now it's time to clean up the brow. This is really like super simple once you get the technique down, and I just love the way it looks because it looks so like natural. It looks like a bunch of hair, you know what I mean? It doesn't look like a solid like block brow, you know what I mean? When you use like an eyebrow pencil or like an eyebrow powder, your eyebrow just becomes this like big solid thing. It doesn't really look like hair. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I just love this technique because it looks like hair. And for someone like me who has like zero brow hair now because I wanted to pluck it all out in high school, I don't know why, but for someone like me, like it looks like I have brow hair and I really don't. So I really like that. Okay, so anyways, to clean up the brow, I'm going to be using my favorite brush. This one is from e.l.f. This is the flat eyeliner brush, and I just bought a new one because my adorable little puppy Marvin chewed my other one. Look at it. He chewed it and it's not even flat anymore. It's messed up. So I had to get another one, and it's beautiful. Gorgeous. It's flat, brand new. It's not chewed. And it's only, I think, like $6 maybe. So it's very affordable. I got this at e.l.f. or I got this at Target from e.l.f. It's an e.l.f. brush. So anyways, I love this one because it just makes it so easy to like clean up underneath the brow. And I'm going to be using my Smashbox Studio Skin Flawless 24-Hour Concealer in the shade Light Cool Peach. And what I like to do is just take out the little applicator. I wipe off most of the concealer because you don't need a lot. Okay, and then I'll just dip my little brush right here on the applicator, kind of rub off some of that product on the side so that it's not too heavy. Redip a little bit if I need to. And I just have the tiniest amount of concealer on this brush, and I'm just going to start cleaning up underneath my brow. So I like to start in the front, and I'm using a super light hand because, you know, I just don't want to get it too heavy. We want this to look super natural. So using a really light hand, I'm just cleaning up the very bottom edge of this brow. This is also going to help define it a little bit, and then, you know, if you have any hair strokes that are, you know, a little out of place, this will just help clean up the edges. And just, it's going to help you kind of get more of like a precise shape there at the bottom. Just like a really clean line. And really, like, if you want like a super natural look, you don't even have to do this. I just like to do this because I feel like it just makes everything kosher and flow together. Like once, you know, my eyeshadow's on and my foundation and all that, I just feel like this helps bring it all together. But you don't even have to clean up the brow if you don't want to. I mean, it didn't look like I really needed to clean it up anyways, but it's just something I do. So yeah, just very carefully cleaning up underneath the brow. And the shape of this brush just really helps me get like a nice straight, precise line with this concealer. And then I just flick it out here like this. I know it's going past the brow, but that's okay. Just gonna blend that out with my finger. And then just drag whatever concealer is left down onto my lid, because I use concealer as my eyeshadow primer anyways, so this is just going to help blend out that line up here as well as contribute to my eyelid primer, so that my eyelid is prepped and ready for eyeshadow. Okay, so I went ahead and carved out the other eyebrow, and that's pretty much it, you guys. This eyebrow routine is super simple, super easy. There's really only 2 steps. It's brush that soap through your eyebrows, draw on some hairline strokes, and then carve out the brow. I guess that's 3 steps, but you know what I mean? It's simple, it's easy. Once you get the technique down, it's just pretty quick. My eyebrows used to take me like an hour. An hour. I used to be so bad at doing my eyebrows, but just practice makes perfect. And I try different eyebrow styles, shapes, routines all the time, and this is the one that I'm currently obsessed with because they look the most natural, and I really like a natural looking eyebrow. But anyways, before I move on to the next step, I always make sure that I take a step back, because when doing my eyebrows, I find that I'm normally like working super close, you know, in the mirror. I'm normally like right in the mirror, you know, looking at everything super close up. But I feel like to ensure that everything is just perfect and even and everything, you always want to like take your mirror, got my mirror here, pull it away from your face and check your eyebrows out at a distance. And then you can assess them, you can make sure that they're pretty even and, you know, everything is looking nice. So also keep in mind that eyebrows are sisters, they're not twins. With practice, you can get them pretty damn close, okay? So yeah. So obviously I went ahead and put on some makeup. I look way better with makeup, you guys. Especially, I feel like I look so weird, like just eyebrows and no makeup. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not used to it, but I feel like it's a little like much. So I had to put on some makeup so I can film my intro and my outro for this video. I also filmed this makeup look, so if you like it and you want to see it, then I don't know which one is going to go up first. Either stay tuned for this makeup look or maybe go check to see if I uploaded it already. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my eyebrow routine. I hope you learned something. I hope you like my eyebrows. I really like them lately, especially this way. I just like that they look like I have real hair. You know what I mean? It's like fake hair, but I just like that they're looking more natural and less fake. I think they look more natural anyways. Anyways, I like them, so I hope you guys do too. If you have any questions or comments about my eyebrow or my eyebrow routine, leave them in the comment section below. Or if you just want to say what's up to me, please do, because I love to talk to you guys and I appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to hang out with me and watch my YouTube video. So thank you, seriously. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up so I can know that you like it, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!